Welcome to Oakkey's kitchen table. It's time to do my cash stuffing for the week. Overdue, but life has been lifing. I'll sort of explain as I go. So anyway, regular $875. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 600, 50, 700, 720, 40, 60, 80, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, $875. There's also some extra bits and pieces. So there was interest that I forgot about from last month. There was $50, which my aunt insisted on contributing to help my little one with her therapy. Another one I'll go into as we get there. And $35 that I got from a testing site, so survey sort of thing. A couple of them, and I really should go through them and spend a bit more time on them. But I actually knuckled down and did some surveys, and so $35. So an extra 95 on top, which if I can even do half of that each week, that will go quite a long way to the holes in my budget on tough weeks, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's get started. So housing's 400, 3, 4, $5 towards debt, which is that Centrelink. Keep the hounds at bay. Insurance, it's a 5. Same one, $15 a fortnight. So there we go. Utilities, that's the phone bill. Still haven't done anything about that terrible mobile phone, but that's actually fully funded now and that should come out shortly. Yeah, like I said, life has been very much lifing for the past couple of weeks. It's not been great. Groceries, I've got $50 in there if I go to the other supermarket. I haven't been, so at the moment I'm just using my voucher. Transportation, 10 going in for petrol. 60 in there now. And that's a full tank of fuel, so I think it's still well over half. So we're not in a hurry to use that at the moment. Tolls fully funded. Car care, adding 20. It really needs a bath. Poor little car. 150, 160, 180. Yeah, it's just the dust because we haven't had any really heavy rain for a little while, and it's parked on quite a busy street, so the dust. Yeah, that's my car's little story, a dust bath. Now, here's the news. Little one has actually started preschool program. Running into some red tape issues, I guess you could call it. We believe we have diagnosis and we know what's going on with her, but the powers that be, that people that sit in offices and tick boxes are not happy with all the documentation. So for the moment, her therapy is basically on hold because there is no government funding approved for it yet. So I can't move forward until I fight all the stupid paperwork, which is just dumb. But it should get. She's having bits and pieces of testing done now to try and satisfy the people that tick boxes. If any of you have had to deal with the NDIS, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, you know that it can be just so frustrating and stupid. And this is where we are. So, lots of appointments, testing, paperwork, documents, sort of thing that we've been chasing. And in the meantime, I sort of just kind of went, well, you know what? The one thing we can do is get her into a setting that will support her as best we can. So I've done that. And Kendi, she has started this week and seems to think it's the greatest thing on earth. I'm very happy with that. She doesn't care when I leave. That's kind of the mark of a good kindy, right? Only part-time at the moment, but we started, so $30 a week for that. And I'm quite lucky that it's a not-for-profit place that we found for her. So yeah, they don't charge an arm and a leg, so to speak, and I get pretty good government support for her just to attend like any other child, which is nice. I mean, it would have been nice to have the specialist support, but maybe next year. So at the moment, her therapy's dropped down again. I'm not putting all that money aside for something I can't access anymore. We are on waiting lists for the public system. Yay! Which will be free. So I'm just going to put a little bit into materials to help her and equipment to help her that I'll just buy myself. And I did spend a chunk on her like to actually get into the childcare because there's a bond to pay and that sort of thing. And I've bought her some stuff as well. So that's what I'll be using that for. And then I'll change it back up again when, I'm going to say when, not if, when the actual disability support starts getting its act together, its stupid act together. Health 15. Yeah, sorry for the long-winded rant there, but it's been absolutely so dumb. And I feel like I seem to have also managed to get the person that's managing her case seems to be the work experience kid or like the new girl. I mean, she's nice, don't get me wrong, but she doesn't know what she's doing. So I'm 220. I'm now at the point where if she tells me something over the phone, I'll wait a couple of hours and I'll just email back and say, so can you just confirm that this is what you meant? Can you write that down for me because I've not got a great memory? I'm saying I haven't got a great memory because I want her to put it in writing so that I've got evidence when I lodge my appeal. It shouldn't, that sounds really childish, but yeah, that's what I'm having to do. Not to try and get her into trouble, but just to say, hey, we did try this and this is what we've been told and we don't think this is right. So cross your fingers for me. Clothing. I did spend a chunk actually. I found myself a jacket and it's great. Woohoo! And some bits and pieces for a little one for starting at preschool. It was a painting and Play-Doh day today. And it also somehow featured crawling through the garden. So you can imagine what she looked like on her first day. Yeah. 165 in there. Postage, budgeting and printing. 10 going in. I used some of this. Actually, it was only $2, but I should probably buy some more wrapping paper. Or just, this is a good budget to use for that. Ink is fully funded. Housing maintenance. I bought my dirt. Bought my dirt. And I bought a whole bunch of plants and some plant pots. And yeah, been having fun out in the sun. So 55 in there. Oopsie doops. I'm going to put, no, I'm actually changed my mind. I'm a woman, I'm allowed. I'm going to put 50 in there just to keep building that up a bit. 100, 265. There. My personal spending. Still haven't managed to spend it. I probably should. Oh, I did buy myself an indoor plant. That probably should have come out of that. Yeah, housing maintenance took the hit rather. That's okay this week. I think I deserve it after this week. So 125 in there. Okay, my challenges. Now I've got 100. I've got quite a chunk here. 160. I think we'll put in to the challenges this week. And then it's my car and my 100 envelope challenge. So I think, just looking at what I've got here, I need to save 50. If I keep 50 aside for my 100 envelope challenge, that's one envelope. Then I can do 50, 3, 4, 5, that's 150. And so that's 6 hearts, happy days. And the 55 will go into my 100 envelope challenge. So that's me for this week. I think I owe you a really big thank you for listening to my waffling about my irritation with government services. Forgive me. And leave a comment. Tell me what you've done this week that is out of the ordinary. Tell me anything you've done this week that you don't normally do. It could be you went to a drive-in movie. It could be you cleaned out your linen closet. Just tell me something interesting that you did with your week, and have a great upcoming week. Bye for now.